Shaka fait tout le monde. Bienvenue dans Real Talk. Bonjour, bonsoir, what's up? Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with us. And welcome back. Welcome back to Real Talk. Today we have a super cool show. As you can see, no makeup, hair is messy, we're wearing workout clothes. You guys already know what type of show we have for you. Today we're going to be talking about fitness and health. Nous ne parlons pas de sport, mais nous allons parler sport. Nous allons parler de régime. Nous allons parler d'un bon aspect dans vivre une vie assez saine qui inclut sport et qui inclut une façon saine de manger. Nous allons parler de tout ça avec une invitée que nous gagnons avec nous aujourd'hui. So I'm super happy to have her with us, and we're gonna start, by how we usually start. Nous allons parler de ce qu'a fait dans le monde, ça le monde gagne là. Let's go. Ce qu'a fait dans le monde, well, football. Football, everywhere. C'est ça seulement qui t'a parlé, je pense, ces dernières 2 ou 3 semaines. That's all the world was talking about. Il y a 3 gros championnats de football qui t'a fait en même temps, Gold Cup, et Copa America et Coupe du monde féminine de football là. Et Gold Cup, we already know how that went. Équipe Haiti a gagné une performance extraordinaire dans Gold Cup là. Ils sont arrivés dans semi-finale après un match héroïque devant Canada. Malheureusement, ils sont tombés devant Mexique. C'était très controversé. Lots of questions. Was there a penalty? Wasn't there? T'as une pénalité? Pas de pénalité? Donc, c'est avec un pile drama, nous avons dit, que Haïti quittait Gold Cup là, mais quand même un superbe tournoi et c'est un moment de fierté pour tout pays, pour tout Haïtien. Anywhere in the world, if you're watching the Haiti team, you were inspired, and we definitely were all inspired. Copa America, I didn't really watch it. M'tande gon moun ki champion, I don't know her, whatever. Coupe du monde féminine de football là, parce que c'était un tournoi que nous t'ai gardé tout avec un pile intérêt parce que équipe mesdames yo all over the world, they're amazing, franchement, et c'est que nous t'ai une chance ouais des athlètes extraordinaires et équipe américaine hein? Équipe féminine américaine, c'est lui-même qui champion pour la 2e fois de suite. Moi, quoi, they had an amazing run. It was great watching the women's team do so much. Et moi, bien quoi que équipe garçon, eux-mêmes, c'est eux qui fait finale Coupe America et ont perdu le même jour que équipe mesdames yo gagné Coupe du Monde. So it was a great time for soccer, great time for football, great time for women. Bah, c'est que nous se passons belle 2-3 semaines dans environnement, mentalité, folie, football là. En même temps tout, et parallèlement à football là, NBA a été très très actif malgré que saison finie, mais nous connaissons off-season là et c'est parti qui encore plus intéressant dans toute NBA, c'est qu'on est qui est-ce qui a changé, qui équipe, qui est-ce qui va qui côté et finalement alors joueur principal saison ça qui est arrivé champion avec Toronto Raptors tout le monde t'a entendu dire qui côté monsieur Bralé et il fait LeBron James avec Lakers ton 6 jours. I mean he left these guys on read for 6 whole days only to decide to go with another team. So Kawhi Leonard avec Paul George, which is what everybody really wanted to know. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are actually going to play in the Clippers. The Lakers took all of the free agents that were in the NBA. The Golden State Warriors still have their main team. So let's just say that next NBA season is going to be lit. Baron si nous connaissons ça, même got basket en pile, and yeah, it's going to be the bomb. I'm excited. So I'd say that what was going on in the world mostly was about sports. And now I want to talk about what is going on social media. What's going on the internet? Et m'dé gon paquet, m'dé gon liste pour me parler de yo et puis hier ou bien avant-hier, Willem tourné avec une vidéo extraordinaire. Willem now has a YouTube channel, guys. M'baron pour que ça te prend tout le temps ça pour te faire YouTube channel là. Si nous pas connait qui Willem nan pas tellement ka aider nous là because he's probably the most amazing content creator on social media. Et monsieur, son créateur enragé, il gagne des vidéos que il produit qui sont, bon, c'est comme des courts-métrages dans un sens. Et il est super intelligent, en pile intrigue, et toujours gagne une sorte d'énigme que vous-même, comme spectateur, ou essayer on va essayer de déchiffrer, mais c'est toujours vers la fin qu'on réalise que monsieur prend n'importe 50 fois déjà dans petit court-métrage qu'on va regarder. Hein. Donc, il sorti avec dernier vidéo li et il posté sur YouTube. And that's it. That's the internet là tout crasé. That's it. The internet broke. He had 1 million views in a day, 200,000 subscribers in one day. And I think that's really amazing. I'm definitely going to link this thing in the description box. Willem, encore une fois, there's nothing to say. Et parce que histoire extraordinaire, il prend peut-être 2 secondes d'inattention capable de pas comprendre ce qui passe dans la fin vidéo. Je crois que ça s'appelle le genre idéal. Écrit, produit et réalisé, je crois, par Willem. Et donc, si nous ne connaissons pas, allez chercher, allez découvrir. He has an amazing Facebook page and now he's on YouTube. Et moi, je dis la plaque l'autre vidéo, so just keep up with him. It's crazy. And he's amazing and c'est Will W-I-L-M-I-M-E, and we love him. So Willem just broke the internet for me, so that's what everybody's talking about. Je monte sur Twitter là, qu'on y a là, c'est de ça, tout le monde a parlé, tout le monde a cherché, ouais, qui côté yo raton bagay dans dernière vidéo Willem nan. Donc allez découvrir, and that's it. That was the fun thing on social media. Today we're talking about fitness and health, and I have a special guest with me. She needs no introduction, but I will introduce her anyway. I will try because she does so many things. She is jack of all trades, master of all. She is an artist, she's a painter, graphic designer, she actually draws her own tattoos. Who does that? She's also a fitness enthusiast, and she is, I think right now attempting a career at bodybuilding. She has a platform for fitness, a digital platform for fitness. So I'm really excited to have with us today, whom I consider an expert, my girl, Beatrice Celestin. I need to have my little... I need that effect on the show. So, Beatrice, welcome to Real Talk. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with me today.
Thank you, Francisca, and I'm happy to be here too.
But yeah, we're going to talk about a lot of fun stuff today.
Yes.
Stuff that, people don't always think is fun. C'est pas tout le monde qui aime idée fait sport là ou bien idée fitness là, mais c'est que vinn gen un gros intérêt pour ça. Et I'd say in the last 10 years, fitness has become a really big part of everybody's life.
Yeah.
Especially people who make a career out of it. Et soit moun nan son coach, ou bien moun nan c'est un motivator, ou bien moun nan c'est
or just like an enthusiast, just like me, an influencer.
Exactly.
And I will add that with social media, the exposure to fitness is broader and even bigger, and people learn more and more stuff. There are a lot of stuff that you should not listen to also.
There are definitely myths. Okay, il y a des mythes, il y a des têtes chargées, il y a des paroles. C'est pas tout qui fait sens, c'est pas tout qui est nécessairement vrai. Ça nous voulait faire aujourd'hui, c'est définitivement parler avec tout le monde pour être capable d'avoir une idée. Just a real idea of the things that you can do, like basically bring fitness into your real
everyday life.
Everyday life, exactly. So let's start by saying, first of all, how did you get into fitness? I've always known Beatrice to be fit. But, I've always known her skinny. I've always hated her. She's always been skinny. But, did you just get up one day and was like, you know what, forget this. This isn't life. Let me just get my butt to the gym. Like, how did you start?
Let me tell you. Fitness somehow has always been a part of my life. When I was in school, in high school, I always loved PE. So
that's a physical education.
Yes. So I did track and field and swimming in high school, and then I was in ballet also. So I was an active young girl, and in my teenage years I started going to the gym all the time. But you go to the gym and you just do some moves. It was not like I'm doing it now. It was just going to the gym to get active. But then after that, in college, I was drinking a lot, partying a lot, neglecting the fitness.
We've seen pictures.
None
of which we're gonna show. It's a family show, everybody.
It's a family show. We won't show these things, but however, so to say that I went from skinny, super skinny, to fat, to fit. Okay. So I've seen it all and I've experienced it all. And right now, fit, not yet to the fit that I want to be at. but considered average person fit.
All right.
Going every day to the gym. And since 2011 is when I started taking fitness into another dimension and really including it into my life. And in 2015, 14, 15, discovered bodybuilding, which it's a discipline that I really love.
Okay.
And I love it for one particular reason. You know, bodybuilding is that sports of body perfection,
Right.
muscle perfection, muscle symmetry, and everything. And I like the discipline that it ends up giving into my own personal life.
Right. I actually have questions about how fitness gets into somebody's personal life. I did receive a couple questions on Instagram actually about that. And one of the things I wanted to ask you is, do you think that, fitness, first of all, being fit or being healthy, do you think that it has to do with just working out? Or, I mean, I've heard a lot of, there's this basic equation that goes around that it's 80% the way you eat and 20% working out. So is that the truth? And, I'll tell you a little bit more about diets in a few minutes.
Okay, I will say that it is fundamentally true, but me, I have a whole other equation. And I can say that I gave myself that equation when I got into it and my experience into fitness. For me, fitness is 80%
Mental.
mental. It's 80% mind work.
Right.
And then that 20% that you have left, I would divide it 80% of that 20% nutrition and
Right.
the
I see what you're
20%
saying.
of that 20% fitness.
Fitness. So basically, it's a lot of mind work. So
Yeah.
it's a commitment, really.
It's a commitment, just like everything in life, I guess. Everything, every goal that you want to achieve, it starts first with your mind, your mindset.
Right.
Your mindset is everything.
I
And
agree,
for
I agree.
me, that's my equation.
I think that's really important. I think it's great that you said that. My husband's probably watching this and judging me because I was supposed to start the gym again. We will start again. But the real issue with that, and I'm gonna say it, pada que mam di que m dispoze ou komanse sport, but I think we all say that, we
Yeah.
at some point, tout à l'heure, moun di, m'te komanse sport, m kampe, ou bien, fòm komanse sport, fòm ceci, cela. And the real reason for that, and a lot of times, I think women, we get into that space, that mental space, that we're so busy with everything that we can't fit. Nou pa ka kom si rentre, pati, fè sport, leading a healthy lifestyle into our lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's also a myth.
It is a myth because at the end
can.
of the day, it all comes down to mindset again. For example, you said earlier, about starting over. I hear a lot of people, yeah, I will start Monday or
Right.
I will start in January. And it's
Right.
like, yeah, it's in your mind.
Every time I say I'll start Monday, I start next Monday.
You just have to start tomorrow.
or in 15 other Mondays.
You put your mind to it and you start tomorrow. Whether tomorrow is Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, it doesn't
Right.
matter. It's a day. It's a day to
just
start.
start.
Right?
C'est ça,
So
just
for me,
start.
I try to avoid I will start Monday.
Yeah, she's judging me too.
No, I'm not judging. It's just, the mind tricks. Sometimes
it's got all kinds of
Monday comes
tricks,
and you're
yeah.
like, oh, next Monday. And next thing you know, 3 months passes.
Yeah. 3
And
months
you've
that
been
you could have
saying,
been,
next Monday, next Monday, next
3
Monday.
months that you could have already lost 12 to 15 pounds.
Exactly, because it takes 3 months to see significant change.
It does. It
12
does.
weeks.
And it's great that you said that. We were talking about diets,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going back to that because, I've done a lot of different diets. I've done a lot of crash dieting. I know it doesn't look like it right now, but I have.
Well, actually,
I've
sorry
done a
to
lot of
say
this
it,
crash dieting.
this
stuff.
is the consequences of your fat diets. If you're not happy with the way you're looking right now, and in the fat diet you used to have that good look, then this is the reverse of the fat diet.
I mean, listen, I could tell you
diets-
about so many fat diets. Listen, Atkins diet, South Beach diet, Ideal Protein diet. I can name so many. I did this diet called the Omni diet, where I was technically taking pregnancy hormones 3 times a day, which apparently open up your fat cells so that you lose fat faster. But in reality, it was a scam because on top of taking the taking the HCG hormone, l'hormone de la grossesse, oui, on top of taking that hormone, you also are limited to 600 calories a day. So basically, c'est 600 calories par jour qu'il faut perdre du poids. C'est pas cette affaire d'hormone là.
Wow.
And while you're doing that diet, I took a pregnancy test and it said I was pregnant. Parce que je prenais cette hormone-là et automatiquement, test n'a détecté que hormone dans le système moi, so automatically it said I was pregnant. But the reality is I was putting my body through so much for an ideal. Comme si on a un idéal devant, que on a besoin de perdre 30 livres, 45 livres, 60 livres. Et puis, you want to do it right away.
But here's the thing.
Do you feel that that is unrealistic and that's why we go into those fat diets?
The thing is that the fat diets, those crash diets, they give you that dream,
Yeah, they
But
do.
people tend
Listen, I lost 25 pounds in a month. I'll do
people
it
tend
again
to
today.
forget that the dream is very short term.
It is
At the end of the day, and then as fast as you lose it is how fast you're gonna gain it back, and sometimes even more.
Listen, real talk. I
Now-
lost 25 pounds and gained back 35 pounds.
There you go.
Real talk.
And a lot of the times also you have some diets, like for example, the Ideal Protein or the Atkins, to name a few. It's not that they do not work, but like I said, they're short term. And after doing that diet, if you don't have a maintenance phase, so that's why myself, I don't believe much in diets. I believe more in eating better.
Right.
So
Like turning this into an actual
So instead of
lifestyle.
doing a diet for like 3 months or whatever, you should change your lifestyle. You should just change the way you eat. Just one tip: cutting sugar only makes a whole difference.
Sucre,
Poison,
ennemi.
enemy number one.
Le sucre, c'est l'ennemi. C'est l'ennemi,
You know,
c'est l'ennemi.
so
But it's
yeah.
hard. Oh my God. You just said sugar is the enemy, and I'm thinking, does that mean I'll never have like ice cream, or you'll never have like a candy,
it
or
doesn't.
you'll never
It
have
doesn't
like,
mean. It
all
doesn't
of
mean that.
all of that stuff from Marie Béliard?
It
Come
doesn't
on.
mean that you should never have it. It means that the thing is that the amount of sugar that you can have on a daily basis, these things exceeds it so much
C'est ça.
that might as well not have it, or you don't have a big portion of it,
Yeah.
Uh,
So you don't have to necessarily restrict yourself
Exactly.
too much, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And it depends on the person also, your personality. What type of person are you? Like, for example, me, I'm not the kind that you say, oh, yeah, you can have an Oreo. Beep, I don't want an Oreo. I want the
She's
whole
like,
package.
listen, I want the whole
Like,
bag.
No. Who
Just a
eats
side note,
who
we used
eats
to work
just
together.
one Oreo?
We
You
used to work
remember that
together,
gummy
and she
bear
had
bag?
a bag of red gummy bears. in
I
her
had a
bills.
bag of 6 pounds of gummy bears.
Yeah.
And whenever stress would hit at work, I would just dive my hand into there and just.
Well, that's the thing. You just talked about stress. That's a great point. I personally, I'm an emotional eater. I think a lot of us are. Nous manger parce que nous gon variété d'émotions qui traversent nous. I eat when I'm happy, when I'm sad, when I'm angry, when I'm stressed. All of it triggers immediately. Like I'm moins ou idée de, I need to cope with food. And that's a bad relationship to have with food, since we're on the topic of food. And my second issue with dieting, which is why I can never keep up with them, is that I get bored eating the same thing every day. So
Yeah.
that's another issue. Like, I'm not a salad eating person. I know people who love salads and can create 15 different salads. I don't like them personally. So, not to create a menu here, but I think, do you have any tips on how
Here's the
someone who
thing.
is either an emotional eater or a quickly bored eater?
What you have to realize with emotional eating, and I've had a friend where I had this discussion with him, and he doesn't believe there's such a thing as emotional eating. And I told him that my point of view is that it does exist.
Right.
And to me, emotional eating is just like smoking a cigarette. It's just like having a drink.
Right.
People don't realize that food can be addictive, just like cocaine.
Right. My sister says this all the time,
Yes.
that food can be an addiction. And
because
I make fun of her,
it's
but it's
very
the truth.
easy, and that's why sugars and those carbs, those simple carbs, they call them comfort food.
Right.
Because once you're in that stress and you eat it, you feel great for
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Oui.
Because after that, you're like, oh,
Je senti que
what
les
did I
deux-
just
Exactement.
do? Right?
Je senti les deux.
But it's
Souvent,
the
on
same
mange
thing
un
with
sucre, on va arrêter, on
cigarettes.
se trouve
It's the
bien.
same thing with alcohol.
Right.
Food can be as addictive as both. And And that's why I encourage people, to get into fitness also, because fitness is a good way to channel your emotion. And a lot of times I hear people say, well, I don't have the time to work out. You have to make the time to work out. Now, anything that anybody will tell me, I will see it as an excuse not to go work out. Because for me, I work from 8 to 7, wake up at 5
Right.
and give it 30 minutes.
No, I think that it's definitely possible. Listen, I'm
It
married. I
is.
have 2 kids. I work full time. I do this podcast, and I was able to work out, 45 minutes a day.
Sometimes
consistently.
people
So,
tell you, I have to work, I have to this, I have to that, fine, I respect that. But what a lot of people don't realize is that for example, I myself, I believe that health and fitness is a channel to adapt into your life to get successful in your work in everything else that you're doing.
Right.
Because once you work out and that you're healthy, your mental state is better, your physical state is better, you're gonna be better at work.
definitivement, parce que l'on fait sport, par contre, sous senti son même dia, but you do feel sharper.
Of course.
You do feel
You
a
have
lot
more
more
focus.
sharp. Ou pi focus sur tout ça fait, ou vraiment sentir l'autre gen. You also feel a lot lighter.
Yes.
And something you just said that I wanna continue on, and somebody asked this question from us on Instagram, and it was, does working out or adopting a healthy lifestyle, but just let's stay on working out. Does working out have an effect on your mental health? Is it something that's
course.
good for your mental health?
Of course.
Because we do hear a lot que fais sport, do avec stress, do gérer stress.
Yes.
I actually just today, someone told me, I actually love working out because even if I can't get in enough time to do like a specific workout, I just go around walking. She tries to walk because she says that she feels that it helps her aider canaliser stress, l'énergie,
Yes.
etc. So are you one of those people who believes that it's good for mental
Of
health?
course. Like myself, I'm an artist. We're
No.
emotional. We're
Really?
emotional people. I mean,
She's sensitive about her age.
Jesus. I mean, sensitivity to the roof.
She's also a Cancer. No, you're not a Cancer.
I'm a Virgo.
You're a Virgo. So
Yeah.
you are
We
twice
get
as
it.
sensitive as
Yes.
I am.
Super sensitive, super emotional, name it. On top of it, woman.
Right.
Hello, okay.
So emotions are always running high for
Emotions
us.
are always running. And I always say that I discovered my artistic side was a way for me to express my emotion, to talk about my emotion. And the fitness was a way to canalize that emotion.
Right.
Just release it. And I love it. I confidence also. Working out gets you
Yes,
more
it does give you confidence.
It helps you deal with insecurities. Not only when you get results, you look better mentally and physically. You feel better.
Now I have a question, and I'm gonna start with something that's been going on social media, and then get into my question. Recently, Nike, I don't know if you guys have seen this, Nike has decided to introduce in their stores plus size mannequins. Ça veut dire, c'est pas les petits mannequins bien jolis, bien sexy qui ont l'habitude d'être dans les magasins. Maintenant, ils ont des mannequins qui sont plus gros, qui ont des formes différentes, qui plus refléter réalité. Because
Yes.
most people are actually plus size. And but those mannequins are wearing their workout clothes. So it gives the person who is just like a regular person, they can actually visualize themselves in those workout clothes. Ça a causé, premièrement, it was very positive. I was like, listen, Nike, you're that girl. That was great. That's marketing genius for me.
Yeah.
As a consumer, as a supporter, and as a plus size person. But I feel like there were also a couple of articles that came out where people felt like it was showing comment dire, ça montrait un exemple pas tellement positif, like it was showing a negative or an unhealthy ideal to people. And that brings me to the question I have, which is, I know you work out both at home and at a gym. I personally work out both at home and it's easy to work out at home. On écrit sur YouTube là, ou chercher workout qui est intéressant là, ou suivre ou capable faire. But we're going to work out at a gym. It's a very different set of just a different experience, you know, because sometimes you go to the gym and there are people who are most of the time already fit parce que vous gagnez autant dans le gym là.
Yeah.
Ou bien vous comprenez des gens qui savent déjà tout faire, ils connaissent utiliser toute machine, ils connaissent faire tout bagay. And do you think that what do you want to say to people who have what you call gym intimidation? Sometimes you're even a gym now, you're déjà intimidé. I suffer from that sometimes. Like if I go to a new place and you know, you feel like that's why you should be at the gym to lose weight. But then on petit champi gros que tout le monde qui là and it's like
listen, I'm not gonna say, okay, you need to be like this or like that and face the intimidation. I do understand it because when I was my heaviest, I did have that insecurity. And I would go to the gym with a big hoodie, just hide everything, right? It's like, okay.
I will comment about this.
And I had a big hoodie on me, but just to be serious, the thing is that...
Gros maillot, you can mettre pour aller dans carnaval. Tous les maillots sponsors net dans le gym. Parce qu'on pas mettre gym clothes.
The other reality is that that insecurity is normal because, especially with social media, you have a lot of bullying out there. I mean, bullying is never fun, and body shaming is something that I absolutely hate. And in this society, for example, in Haiti, you'll find a lot of people tell you, oh, you gain weight, but once you lose that weight, they don't say nothing. You know,
they'll tell you, are you sick?
Yeah. Or they just look at you and not even compliment. So,
okay, by the way, why do people do things like that? Okay, real talk. We'll stop right there. L'homme moun paraît sous cette affaire de Thiago aussi, it's not cute.
You do not do that.
It's not cute, people. Don't look at someone in the eye and say, Thiago aussi.
And you know why also?
What's the answer to
Let
that?
me tell you.
Thank you.
Let me tell you, Francisca, why also. I remember when I was my heaviest. I was a size 10. I was 192 pounds.
Wow, that's heavy for a size 10.
Okay?
Yeah. But
And
I could use a size 10 in my life.
people would look at me and say, Jaguasi. And they don't even realize that it was a period of my time where my depression was deep down there.
Right.
And that person comes to you, you're trying to get out there, you're trying to be social, and that person comes with a slap
in your face.
Oh, you gained so much weight. What happened?
What happened to you?
You do not do that. You don't know what the person is going through.
You don't know why they gain weight.
Depression is a sickness that's very serious.
Exactly.
And when people get those messages,
it's even worse.
It gets even worse.
And
it gets worse.
Depression could be a reason. Hormonal issues can be a reason.
Yeah.
You know, somebody gives birth.
Or a condition where losing weight for them is more of a challenge
than the average person.
So to get back to your question about, stepping into that gym, my advice would be that when you go out there and even when you're on your Instagram and you're looking at stuff, never compare yourself to anybody. Your biggest competition is you.
Yeah.
So you want for tomorrow to be a better person that you are today and that you were yesterday.
Right.
That for me should be your main focus.
So no comparisons, ladies. You are not Kim Kardashian.
Think about the end goal also, because when you're gonna reach that goal,
right,
you're gonna feel so proud. You're gonna be like, this is where I came from.
This is exactly the reason why they ask people
192 pounds
how big are you now?
To 154 now.
So I can go back to hating you again?
I mean, and for somebody that used to be 117.
Well, so you're going to where you want to be.
So I've seen it all from skinny to fat to fit. Right. And, body shaming, people should stop doing this. So, and even in the contrary, because sometimes you have skinny people trying to get something and they're not able to. And he's like, you don't do that. You don't do that.
We just called my makeup artist super tiny because she was holding onto my phone and it looked like she was holding onto a big old flat screen TV, but she's just a small person.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, when you say these things, the person's not necessarily super happy that you said that. They know they're skinny.
And you don't know their goals.
They're fat. And you don't know exactly their goals or how much effort they're putting into changing their appearance. So definitely gym intimidation is a big thing. And I feel that I really wanted to ask someone who is in the field and who is an expert qui peut être capable de dire est-ce que son bagage qui existe vraiment? Et s'il existait, comme si qui conseil qu'on gagne pour monde, on vient faire sport.
It
First of
does.
all, in my experience, buy yourself some cute workout clothes because it gives you confidence to go to the
Of
gym.
course. And the other thing also that you have to realize is that you're not doing it for XYZ, you're doing it for yourself. And
Preach.
like for example, me, and it's like some people call me rude in that sense. I'm like, do you pay my bills? No, so F you.
Right. It's a family show. All right, girl. All right. Then the last thing we're going to talk about here to wrap this up a little bit. Beatrice has a digital platform actually for fitness. It's called Lift, but it's actually Live for Training. They are everywhere online. They are on Instagram. They are on Facebook. They are
We are on Pinterest.
Pinterest, which is
Twitter.
super cool because they post the workouts on
Yes.
Pinterest. Mon ki eme Pinterest yo, Live for Training.
Training.
Follow them. They have
Live
everything.
for training, and on the Pinterest you will find workouts, and we'll have like different resources, little
Right.
nutrition tricks, and all these things. It's a blog, livefortraining.com. You can go read our articles.
So it's a collective of people. It's not just
Yes,
you.
it's three of us, three friends that met through fitness, and with some interesting stories in fitness. And we decided, we want to learn more about fitness, and we want to share what we know about fitness.
So something fun, we're talking about the blog. They have a post on their blog about playlists.
Yes.
Music gym yo, how you get yourself motivated. Each of them has a specific type of music that they like. So they
And this is
wrote
so
about
different,
it.
the three playlists.
I have to say, it was very different.
Yes.
Somebody was hip hop, somebody was rock music, somebody
was
was
reggaeton,
reggaeton, of course. Beatrice
Ozuna.
was reggaeton. And how to keep yourself motivated. So go on this blog. There's a lot of cool information. There's a lot of articles also about sugar
Yes.
and how you can cut sugar, how you can reduce sugar, why sugar is a problem for you, and how you can really just take steps into reaching your ideal. Ou gen dwa genyen, denye bagay m'a dit sou sa, c'est que ou gen dwa genyen yon objectif, ou ka gen objectif. Mais gen etap pou yive nan objectif la, même ja tout bagay wap fè.
And also, I wanted to point that out. A lot of people think that, it's just one type of fitness. And sometimes that's why they end up not liking working
What
out.
they're doing, yeah.
Because you need to find a workout that suits you, that you love. Like some people, they don't like the weights and stuff like that. Their classes, their Zumba, their
Spin
Pilates,
classes
their
and-
spin classes.
Right.
Some people they like both. Some people they like team sports like soccer or dancing or stuff like that. So you need to find that physical activity that you like and you adapt it to your life.
Yeah, because once you latch onto that thing you like,
Yes.
and you just start sweating the pounds away, et ça qui est important, j'aime dire, c'est objectif là, mettez le devant, et puis qu'on ait que des étapes pour arriver là-dedans. You do not have to lose all of the weight so quickly.
No,
And
you
all
have to
of-
be patient.
You have
actually.
to be patient. You do. And all of the diets that we mentioned earlier, I know there's a lot of reps, people that represent these companies here and that help people with those diets. There's nothing wrong with having a diet. There's nothing wrong with practicing a diet. Mais ça pour songer, c'est que pendant qu'on fait régime ça, faut ou mettez avec lui une routine de sport, une routine d'activité physique.
Et
parce que-
surtout de maintenance après.
Exactement. Parce que bon parti entretien tout dans fait diète là parce que l'offre fait le couper le clap parce que en général l'offre fait diète ça bon quand arrive au fini.
Yeah.
L'offre couper les pour fini. There needs to be a phase where you can manage yourself.
To
Otherwise,
go back to
premier-
normal eating.
pâté poulet ouais ou voler sous lit ou dévorer le premier manger qu'on aime qu'on gagne non pas manger ouais ou
Yeah.
démonter. So, it's a process. It's a journey, just like everything else. And you have to do your best to put it in your life. Moi-même, my experience with working out is that it's really good. It's good for me. It helps me with a lot of different things, mentally, physically. And I am able to put it into my life. I am able to do 45 minutes of working out every day. On top of, twins, plus a husband, plus a full-time job, plus this blog,
Yeah.
podcasting life that I have.
And like I said
You can get it
earlier,
done.
you have to think about it as eating,
Yeah.
so make sure you include at least a 30 minutes in your life.
All right, girl. Thank you so much, Beatrice,
Thank
for
you.
coming. It was great. It was awesome.
And as you know, we're gonna have our podcast
Yes,
also.
she will have a podcast as well.
And-
Live for Training is going to have a podcast. I'm excited.
Yes.
We're gonna duplex.
Yes.
We're gonna be a part of each other's podcast, so it's gonna be cool. Follow them everywhere. We're gonna put all of the tags in the description box below. So follow, like, tout la bagaille. All right. Thanks for coming. This was
Thank you
really
for
fun.
having me. Bye.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting us. And most of all, thank you for subscribing to our channel. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, stop fuck view. Like, what are you doing with your life? I mean, we have great content. Subscribe to us. Subscribe to our channel. It's right there. Subscribe. Click the bell so that you can get notifications when we have a new video or when we have a new podcast. M'a rappelé tout le monde que le podcast là, il est disponible ni en vidéo là sur chaîne YouTube nous, il est disponible en audio sur Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Anchor, and you can listen to it while you're working out. We talked about working out today. While you're working out, while you're cooking, while you're cleaning your house, I don't care what you're doing. You can listen to us anytime. And I hope that you guys had a good time. And, see you soon. This was Real Talk.